Today is Friday, the 3rd of January, the year 2025. Welcome to my daily random talk, being a Friday and also a Friday of the month of Rajab, the first Friday of the month of Rajab in the year 2024 or 1446 Al-Hijrah. I would like to devote this talk to Ali ibn Abi Talib, the designated successor of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his blessed progeny. On the 13th day of Rajab, when the Prophet Muhammad was about 30 years of age, which would be around 600 Christian era, Ali ibn Abi Talib was born inside the Kaaba. His mom had labor pains, but she could not deliver. She went towards the Kaaba, and the Kaaba's walls split open for her, and she entered the Kaaba, and the walls closed. Ali ibn Abi Talib was born. After about 3 days, she came out of the Kaaba with a baby, who was Ali ibn Abi Talib. The first person to hold the baby was his elder cousin, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his blessed progeny, who had been brought up in the house of his uncle Abu Talib. Actually, we should refer to him as Imam Abu Talib, as being an imam in the for the time of from the Prophet Isa to the Prophet Muhammad. This is Jesus Christ to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Who had brought him up in his house with his wife Fatima bint Asad, who was the mother of Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib. He was the first person to hold him after his mother, of course. It was a miraculous birth. As per my understanding and belief, no one else has been born inside the Kaaba. Especially people have been born within the precincts of the Kaaba, but not inside the 4 stones which secure the Hajar Aswad, the asteroid asteroid stone, which was kept by the Prophet Abraham and his son Prophet Ishmael, and 4 walls built around it, which is now basically usually covered in black cloth called the kasbah. It was a miraculous birth within God's divine plan. I say Ali ibn Abi Talib was designated as the successor of the Prophet Muhammad. First, when he was about the age of 13, in the event of Dawat Ashira. The Prophet Muhammad announced his prophethood at the age of 40. Although he was a prophet of God from the time of his birth, but his announcement was done at the age of 40. After where only about three people practiced Islam at the time, the Prophet Muhammad himself, his wife Khadija bint Khuwaylid, and his cousin Ali ibn Abi Talib, whom he was raising in his house. When he was about 10 years, this is when the Prophet declared his nubuwwat, his prophethood. After about 3 years, Allah ordered him to call his near ones, his clan members of the Banu Hashim, which included people like his uncle Abu Lahab and Abu Talib, his uncle Abbas also, bin Abdul Muttalib, where among the Banu Hashim he asked them, who will be my wasi and my helper? About 3 times, and no one else other than Ali ibn Abi Talib said, I'll be your wasi, your helper, and your principal assistant. So that was the first time Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib, the wasi after Prophet Muhammad, was designated as his successor. A number of times the Prophet hinted towards it, and then the official announcement was on the 18th of Zilhajj in the farewell pilgrimage at an area where the pond of Ghadeer was, where we call it Ghadeer Khum. Where he said the famous words, Man kuntu mawlahu fahaza aliyun mawlahu. Anyone who wishes to challenge what I am saying about Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib designation in the Dawat Ashira is free to look into the Quran and the books of Hadith regarding Dawat Ashira. These days Google is there, a lot of material is there online, and you can find the material on Dawat Ashira, and you can also find all the information on the designation of Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib on the day of Ghadeer Khum, the 18th of Zilhajj, in the farewell pilgrimage, which was just a couple of months before the Prophet Muhammad passed on. Thank you for listening. This is the purpose is not to create division or confusion among people, but to open up people's minds and to urge them to do their own research in this world where Google research is there, and a lot of the books, almost the Sahih Sita, have been translated into English and many other languages and are available online. That is available online. You can read for yourselves and know the truth about the designation of Ali ibn Abi Talib. People can give various interpretation to words and whatnot, but we have to realize in essence, even the words of Dawat Ashira should be taken together with the designation on Ghadeer, and you realize that Ali ibn Abi Talib was a designated successor of the Prophet Muhammad. Thank you for listening. May Allah bless all of us and have His mercy on all of us. Is the objective of all Muslims is to reach to be closer to Allah. Ameen. Thank you.